Welcome to the Athletes Ocean podcast. I'm John Broughton. That's Jason Nolf. We had some awesome wrestling over the weekend, and we're going to get right into it. Jason, tell me your first thoughts.
Oh, I thought the Big Ten. I mainly watched the Big Tens, but there were some great matches in the Big 12 again, or two. But I went to Flow and did a little watch party event with them. We were live on YouTube, uh, and kind of reacting to the Big Ten finals, and there were a lot of great matches. I mean, throughout the entire tournament, there were a lot of great matches, a lot of upsets, that we can talk about. Uh, in this show.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was at Big Tens. It was crazy. It was chaos from start to finish. Um, that is a fun tournament. It's like nationals condensed. Obviously, you don't have a lot of great teams in there and great wrestlers in there, but it just is such a concentration of talent and chaos. So I
A lot
had
of times,
fun.
Big Ten's harder to win a lot of times because you're wrestling all the best guys, most of the best guys in the country, and you're not really gonna dodge any of them. Where at the national tournament, your first three matches, you don't really have anybody from the Big Ten most of the time, and then I mean you could, but if you're a number one seed and you're going up against another like tough, maybe the second or third best Big Ten guy, you're not gonna see those guys until later on in the tournament. So, but yeah, Big Tens is, and then there's more time in the NCAA tournament for upsets too. Like somebody you thought you might have to wrestle, now you don't have to wrestle them because they got upset. There's always a ton of upsets, but yeah, I mean Big Tens is tough. I mean, when we were in college at Penn State, I think we only won two during my 4 years. We won four national titles, but I think we only won two Big Ten titles as a team because again, it's not as spread out. It's more condensed, and you're wrestling all those tougher guys. And I think we were going up. I think Ohio State beat us once or twice. But once you get to the nationals, then that gives us a little bit extra leeway to score some extra points.
Yeah, it seems like the hard hitters, the national champs, really just score more throughout the bracket. And then for Big Tens, you need a top to bottom strong lineup.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing that happened this past weekend was the Pennsylvania State Tournament, and
Yeah.
that is the first match we're going to get into. This is a fun scramble. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Jax Forrest and Aaron Sidell.
Well, the thing about this match is Aaron Sidell. So let's pause it real quick while I just talk about him real quick. He is a three-time state champ going into try to win his fourth state title, and he has the all-time wins record in Pennsylvania. He has like 203 wins, and nobody else has ever had more than 200. Um, 1 second, John. We're gonna have to edit this out, but Sammy has something in his mouth, and I have to go get it.
I might keep this in. I might say, no, we shouldn't edit this out. We should just keep this in. Because sometimes life happens. And that's just the way it goes.
Okay, he's all right. Um, it was just a bone. Maddie must have given him a bone, but I thought it was like a big like bottle of Head and Shoulders or something. That's all. But no. Aaron Sidell going for his fourth. He didn't have to go at the weight that Jax Forrest was going because Jax is probably the favorite here, and he could have chased history by going up or down a weight class, but he wanted the smoke of Jax Forrest, and they ended up having a great match. And this scramble is considered by many the greatest scramble in PIAA history.
It's pretty
Right.
darn good.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched it multiple times.
Yeah. So we'll just start off by watching it and then we can break it down.
Okay. So he gets the reattack. Jax is going to look to pick this ankle, starts getting his weight, goes Jonesy. I actually broke this down on my Instagram. Jonesy into a leg pass. Now they're both trying to get height with the legs, trying to keep a hold of that far ankle.
Kick the knee away.
Yep, Jax is using his opposite foot to try to off balance Sidell. Now Sidell's in a good position here, but Jax just wrestles out of it. Looking to fight the hands. Sidell wants to be pulling him in. If you're the offensive guy, you got to try to pull him all the way in. Uh, I can't believe he didn't score there.
When he had both legs on the edge, I thought he was going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh my
No
goodness.
inside switch position here. That's why flexibility is important in wrestling, and they stop it.
That's insane. Yeah. What a scramble, dude. Crazy. You want to watch it again?
Yeah, let's watch it again through one more time.
Watching this live must have
Yeah.
been absolutely electric.
So as Sidell's, he goes reattack here. As he's pulling the foot in, he keeps his left foot too close to Jax, and Jax is able to just kind of step in and pick it. He's on his heels.
Hmm.
Now again, he's going Jonesy. Let's go the Jonesy tilt to go leg pass, trying to get the foot under his armpit here. Now from here, they're both trying to get height, try to get to their feet. Jax goes far ankle. Gonna pass the leg back to the other side. He's
Right
looking,
here.
yeah, using that foot.
So he needs to pull him in more here.
Yeah, just pull him in and keep your head in good position. I mean, even here, just keep retreating. Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
That's tough.
Now Jax has got a crotch lock. Let's go to go high crotch. But Sidell's doing a good job of keeping Jax's foot elevated. There's not much Jax can do from here. Nice.
Wow. And Jax is wearing a helmet. I love it.
Yeah, what's that helmet?
All right, this is a great exchange. We got 6 seconds left on the clock. Dan Braunagel is winning against Lenny Pinto. And so obviously Pinto's got to scramble, make some stuff happen, push the pace. Braunigel's backing up.
The thing with Braunagel too is he can give up like multiple. I think he can give up like two stalling calls, but he just kind of gets caught reaching with his hands. This ends up getting challenged. Uh, the ref gave it no points. They ended up giving him the points, and then they challenged it, and it wasn't overturned. The Pinto ends up winning.
It's so close, dude. Especially because there, look, if you watch the time on the clock, that's the important thing too.
So right here, this is three. In the old wrestling rules, like when I was in college,
Yeah.
no reaction time.
No
When you're
reaction time.
right there, that would be three.
No,
But
he's
now,
not down yet.
yeah, he is. He has 3 points on the mat. He has two hands and a foot. Boom, right there.
Right there. But he's only in on one leg.
He's behind both legs. He has double leg.
I don't know.
Either way,
I don't know,
either
man.
way.
I don't
Uh,
know.
the old rules that's points, but with the new rules that shouldn't be points at that point
In the
because
new
they're
rules, that shouldn't be points.
correct.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think it's points
uh,
either way.
because there's no there is reaction time now, but I think that it was close enough. Like right there, that could be points. Three,
Uh,
but you also got to think that the referees have a different clock than this clock. They have like tenths of seconds and stuff.
Yeah.
So right there, that's two. That's three. And there's still a second on the clock.
Yeah. As the guy is going, you could see the guy behind the ref calling it.
Yeah. So I think his elbow is on the mat.
That
Uh, right
could
here.
not be closer. I am gonna. Oh my
But
goodness.
here's the thing. If there is reaction time, then can you score a takedown with less than a second left?
If there is reaction time,
If there's reaction time, can you score with less than a second left on the clock?
that's a good question. I mean, I think that the answer is yes, but I understand the question you're saying. Like, you wouldn't have had time on the clock to even account
React.
for reaction time.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh man,
That's
this is.
close enough in my opinion that should be a takedown. It's like give the benefit of the doubt to the aggressor.
I hear what you're saying. I think that I want to see how his legs are wrapped on the other side. I wish I had an angle because if you like, yeah, that's pretty much two. Yeah, or three. That's a takedown. But
Right
then
here it is, but the clock's up.
right, but then you have to factor in the
Look how
clock and
high
then
James Green is in the air right now.
so
Much higher than Terrell.
oh, it's so much higher. He's way up there, just naturally sitting up there. Um, yeah, I mean, it's about as close as it gets. It's about as close as it gets for sure. When I first watched this, I didn't think it was a takedown, and now you're kind of convincing me that it was. But I just saw this. I saw how far his legs popped out at the end, and I didn't really stop it.
Well, that could be like the reaction time.
I
So,
know.
yeah.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, like right there, you look at that, the way that they finished the position right here. I mean, it doesn't look like it was even close to a takedown.
Right.
Tough call. Refs have a tough job.
Yeah.
And I think they made a lot of good calls over the weekend, and I think they made a lot of bad calls over the weekend.
There
And
was not many upsets at 174, I don't believe. Except, well, Karshla lost.
yeah, yeah,
Karshla lost
because
to
he was the two seed.
did did Pinto, or no, Pinto wouldn't have beat him. Braunagel must have beat him.
Yeah, he did. Illinois had a good tournament. They were doing really well. Their home
Yeah.
state. Yeah. Now we got some Keegan O'Toole. He's got the leg in the air against
So he
Ian
started this
Hamiti.
period. Started this period down 0-4, and now he got his escape, got his takedown. Keegan has a stall call against him right now, so he can't really afford to just like wait there. He has to bring him back down to the mat. He keeps his seatbelt. He's trying to elevate that foot, but not use his hands down below the foot. Now
So that he gets
Hamity's
a call.
right here. This isn't one because he has his hands locked on that body.
Oh,
But again, he can't just sit there, or else he'll get called for stalling. So he ends up coming down. Uh,
barely holds on.
yeah, that
That's
was
crazy.
now it goes into overtime, and yeah, we can watch that one more time. I can't believe he kept his hands locked here.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then Hamity just needs to square up and he just doesn't have enough time to do it.
He's trying to like do a whizzer kick, but he should be just trying to get his hips out instead because they're such short time.
Yeah.
This team score between Okie State and UNI came down. It was tied going into heavyweight. And
Really?
Hendrickson was wrestling Schultz, and Schultz was beating Hendrickson. And Hendrickson ended up coming back and winning it for Okie State.
Wild. And then this is overtime, sudden victory, right?
Good reattack opportunity for Hamity, and then Keegan just kind of reaches up and grabs the leg. Now he pops him up out the back door, runs the corner, steps over, laces the ankle.
Needs to get the leg in the air.
Now here he's just trying to
Oh.
isolate that ankle.
So he puts his knee on that leg.
Yeah, he's using his left hand to kind of keep that ankle to the mat, and then he's trying to circle behind him. Eventually, he's going to have to get height because you can't. It's hard to finish on flexible people just by staying on the mat. So his goal is to get the foot up in the air, like you said. As soon as he
Fair.
does, he finishes the takedown.
But that also, I mean, like the amount of time that he kept Dean in that position, right, is like kind of wearing on him, and he gets him off to the side. Right now, he's like way on the other, far away from Keegan, right? But then as he starts to like crunch right here, Keegan gets a little bit of an angle. It makes it easier to lift
Yeah,
and
yeah. The
finish.
farther he's around, the easier it is to shelf that leg.
That's good stuff. Great wrestling.
His teammates are hype in the background.
Yeah, I like that.
My
Keegan,
favorite hype guy is Kasak.
ice in the
He
veins.
goes crazy.
Dude, Tyler Kasak, I'm kind of embarrassed we don't have any Tyler Kasak in here because he is so fun to watch and
Yeah,
I should have included some of him in this. I'll do it in the next breakdown because oh my goodness. There's a couple shots in when I was shooting video over the weekend where I'm like, "Oh my God. In the back, in the back, you could just hear me like talking over the clips. It's pretty funny. His pin in the semifinals was one of the most hype moments of the weekend for sure.
This weight class was wild because number one, number two, and number three guys in the country all went down on the same day. Alirez lost to the Okie State kid. Bo Bartlett lost to Von Bar,
Hmm.
and Brock Hardy beat Jesse Mendez.
It's crazy.
So you had an NCAA finals rematch going for third place at the Big Ten
Insane.
class. But yeah,
Insane.
Brock Hardy, really funky wrestler. Lets Vance Von Bar in on his leg here. Now he's
Absolute
looking to go elbow deep opposite side.
absolute redemption here, Brock Hardy, from Spladle to pin in the Big Ten finals.
Ladle to cradle.
He's an absolute beast.
Yeah. Now he had him pinned for so long.
So long. Yeah.
Like right here, that's a pin. That's a pin. That's still a pin. That's still a pin. Still a
Yeah.
pin.
He's got it. So just scooping up on this cradle, I mean, he's
So it's important for him to keep his right elbow deep. So watch, he locks around the body and the elbow. Now he wants to keep that elbow deep with his right elbow, and now he just gets the guy to his hip. And now here he's looking to step through into his cradle.
boom. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you could tell he flattens him out,
He
goes
also
to the
wants to kind
cradle.
of keep his knee bent so that his opponent's head doesn't slip out. Uh, so yeah, it was great. Great work.
Great stuff. Brock Hardy, you are a beast. All right, this is a great scramble right into a pin. Gets the escape. Immediately throws in a deep seatbelt, turns it into a pancake.
So the two key aspects to finishing this pin is one with your with the hand that's around the chin, you want to try to get like your thumb deep, almost like you're hitting like a choke, like a guillotine.
Hmm.
And then with your right shoulder, you want it to be underneath your opponent's shoulder. If your shoulder isn't underneath your opponent's shoulder, then it's hard to actually finish. But you see how deep his shoulder is there, and now there's really nothing that Drake could do. This is going to be if these guys wrestle again at the Nationals, it's going to be a really good match. Drake Ayala is I think one of the best wrestlers right now in the country, and obviously Byrd took him out in here, so that's why he's so hype.
Yeah,
But
insane.
you get stuck in that position though. There's really not much you can do if you're the defensive guy.
This is I mean this might be the final at 133 this year.
133 is crazy.
It is.
125
It's
is
all
crazy.
over the place. You don't have Crookham. Lucas Byrd is obviously a dog. Drake Ayala, like you said, one of the best wrestlers in college wrestling right now. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Sweet. Great moment. Yeah, his teammates were like going crazy. He just I don't know if it's on here, but he just gets like mobbed at the end. The belts are sweet too.
Yeah, I know. That's new. That's new with the Big Ten this year is the belts.
Mhm. This is the quarter or this is the semifinal I was looking forward to the most. A lot of people have been saying that Luke Lilledahl is good enough to win nationals this year. I am glad that all of us are right.
He proves it
So
here.
he does.
One thing that I think Ramos needs to improve on is just circling up off of his shots. He shoots straight on and then he just kind of stays out in front, and that's when Luke is able to get to his reattack.
Boom.
Shoots, doesn't really react, and Luke is lightning fast. And this is Luke's favorite position, is trying to get people to Granby underneath him when he's behind him.
He's
That's
yeah, seriously. He just
Nebraska.
pitches him and catches him. Boom. That's how he beat Caleb Smith in the duel.
Yeah, yeah.
He's so good at that. So he gets his hands locked, builds height, gets behind, mat return, kind of baits him to roll. And then this has already been called too. So when Ramos goes for a funk roll, Luke
Great.
is able to hold him and then just get his back points.
3-point takedown now, John.
What did I say?
You said he already got his two.
Dude, I'm going to be 90 years old calling it 2 points. I'm sorry.
Watch this though. So he reattacks into that high crotch. Boom. Here. Ramos goes for the Granby. Now, as Ramos goes back underneath for the funk, watch Luke's legs. They rotate over to the opposite side of Ramos's head.
Hmm.
If he keeps his legs on the same side, then Ramos is able to pass that leg effectively and keep the scramble going. But let's watch it one more time. Luke's legs rotate over. Both of them rotate over to the opposite side
Yeah.
of Ramos's head, and that's why he's able to get those near fall. And he's collecting the arm kind of like a bundle.
Yeah. And he's already gotten the takedown, right?
Yep.
So he just needs to hold him there for a couple of seconds. He doesn't necessarily need to win the position. He just needs to hold him there.
Plus, I think that if he doesn't hold him here, then there's a case for a challenge. Because it
Right.
was, I think it could have not been called a takedown yet, but because he held him on his back, then it's guaranteed to takedown.
Yeah. And the backs. That was awesome.
And Lilledahl goes on to get bonus points against number one guy,
Insane.
which is
Yeah.
really
Um, Clay, I think he walked out for this match a couple minutes late, and he's like, I walked out and it was 7-0 immediately. And he's like,
yeah.
what happened? I was like, yeah, dude, things happen quick. So this is the 184-pound final in the Big 12s. Parker is going to hit a little misdirection. He's going to feint just a little bit to the right and shoot to the left.
The more I watch Parker Keckeisen, the more impressed I am.
He's so
And
good.
I can't wait to watch the 184-pound bracket at the Nationals because Max McEnelly is really good too. Obviously, we saw that with his match with Carter, but I think Parker and McEnelly will probably wrestle in the semis.
That might be the semifinal of the tournament.
Oh yeah,
I mean, boom.
just we get Carter and Gabe Arnold on the other side. Maybe that'll be the less interested.
That'll be good.
But Parker Keckeisen too. He wasn't impressed with his performance, but he's wrestling a really high level wrestler like Dustin Plott, and he's scoring a bunch of points. And I think whenever you're not happy with your performance after easily winning against a high level opponent, I think that's like the sign of like greatness.
Yeah. Well, it just seems like he's focused more about how he's competing, not winning and losing.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, he navigates this position pretty well. Plot goes chest wrap to defend the takedown a little bit longer, but it's just the attack is so clean at the beginning. Obviously, he puts him in a bad position and then is able to just circle in. The ref gives it a little bit soon here, but then he finishes the takedown.
He had his hands locked, and that's why he's able to finish it effectively because if his hands were not locked, then Plot was going to be able to get his legs back. So, like, that's a pro tip for athletes looking to finish their double legs. The quicker you can lock your hands, the better. So he locks him here. Now there's no escaping really for Plot.
Yeah. And his initial attack is what allows him to get, so deep
Elbow
in on the
throw,
legs. He goes low ankle and then no.
deep
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
there.
he goes to the knee and then drives down to the low ankle. Beautiful stuff on the edge too, just being aware of like keeping a leg in bounds. He knows he has to circle to that side, but just does it enough to keep a foot in bounds and score the
Dude,
takedown.
I just got an update on my phone. I know this isn't wrestling related, but Justin Fields to the Jets. The Steelers needed to keep Justin Fields.
That's tough. Yeah,
We got DK Metcalf
that's
coming.
not good
5-year
news.
deal. DK Metcalf coming as wide receiver to the Steelers. Okay. I'm a Steelers fan. for you guys who didn't know. All right, let's
I
get it. John knew.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Jets. Let's go Jets. So Carter and Max. I've been looking forward to this all season. I think Max is probably one of the most impressive true freshmen. You know, we got obviously
Not a
we
true
have.
freshman, I don't think.
Oh, he's not.
I think he's a redshirt freshman.
Well, in freshman class then.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously we have Luke and we have Josh Barr in contention for that as well. But um, the only person all season to take down Carter.
Yeah, he gets that low single and then looks to get to his feet right away with it. And then looks to finish pretty clean attack and finish right there.
Yeah, that's
Low
crazy.
singles are hard to defend.
Yeah, and nobody's got a better defense than Carter.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
We were doing the flow watch party, and after that takedown, we made a bet and we said somebody was like, "Oh, if McEnelly if McEnelly wins, then everybody got to do 100 push-ups." I was like, "I'll do 100 push-ups. I don't think McEnelly's gonna win."
I
Even
don't think.
even after that takedown, I was like, "Carter's just got that dog in him."
Yeah, you're like, I don't think I'm gonna have to do a single push up.
No,
The stadium went wild though. That's like the loudest it had been all weekend,
yeah, yeah. It's a,
and it's
I mean,
just a one takedown.
so Carter's freestyle experience has given him a big advantage in this match because you can kind of see pushing around McEnelly. Pretty much the whole match, McEnelly's butt was to the edge, and Carter did a good job. This takedown was controversial because look, his foot looked like it stepped out on the carpet um, before he got the takedown, and they challenged it, but then it was not overturned. So right there, from one of the other angles they showed uh, on the broadcast, it looked like his foot did touch the carpet, but it was close enough where I think they gave again, and I think it was the right call, give the benefit of the doubt. I think there should be a few extra feet of mat space around each edge because you should be able to be fully extended with your toe on the line and be able to score. Nobody should be able to kind of step on the carpet or put their hand out on the carpet to defend a takedown. So Carter does a good job here. Toe tap, takedown.
Yeah, dragging his feet, and I completely agree. The Resolite mat is so beautiful. They should have a little bit bigger
They should have more of
space.
it.
Yes, they should have more of it. Obviously, the best mats in wrestling are Resolite. We're proud to have them as a sponsor, and this Northwestern Championship mat is absolutely beautiful.
If you guys are going out to the Nationals, I think I'm going to be doing a free clinic sponsored by Resolite uh, before the finals.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah,
So
I think that's something that we always run into in the national finals, though, is they make the mat a certain size. It's obviously one mat, but if you were in any other tournament, there'd be another mat on the side of that, right? And you'd have plenty of space to finish your takedown. This is in sudden victory. Again, Carter using that pressure in the edge of the mat, shoots in, circles back, and then capitalizes on McEnelly's shot. And then Carter wanted to twist the knife a little
I
bit. He
know,
wanted
yeah,
back points.
he should.
Boom.
They stopped it.
That's just continuing to wrestle.
Yeah, you should go out and get those bonus points. That's one thing that the Penn State guys are so good at is they're not content just winning. They want to get the bonus. And he
Yeah.
looks for opportunity here, even though the whistle blown.
You also see, I mean, Carter, like you said, like rotates up on his shot and immediately is like he can't be reattacked, right? Versus McEnelly
Yeah. Well, I
just
think
shoots in
McEnelly's
straight.
really trying to like force a stall call on Carter there, and he kind of just takes a half shot,
Yeah.
not thinking that uh not thinking that he actually wants to get a takedown, but more just like trying to look active because he's been pushed around the whole time.
Hmm.
And now maybe he takes that half shot and gets a little lazy and gives up the points.
Love it. Next, we just have some beautiful slide bys by Jax Forrest. So Jax comes out of this position. Boom.
Wow. Short time too.
Yeah.
State finals, 10 seconds left. He's able to get the takedown. And I think he gets the ride out as well.
They're circling to the left and Jax just, capitalizes on the momentum and nobody has better elbow control.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to do that, Jax has a slide bys course on our platform on Ocean.
It's really good.
So
Made me better at slide bys, that's for sure. And then there's another one. This is the one that's probably even more beautiful than the last one. Boom. And he
right
just
in,
holds that Merkle position and then is ready to circle around,
I think that
stays
should have
really
been
tight.
three already.
I think it was. It
Did
was
they
it
give it
not?
three? They didn't give it three, and now it's a scramble.
I thought they gave him three
It
right
should
there.
be three right here.
That's a takedown.
The ref's in the wrong spot.
Well, it's a side headlock with a leg in. So whether or
Yeah,
not
but
they called it like
the ref
that,
can't see it.
oh, well, he needs to get his butt down there. That's a
Boom.
takedown.
Great. Yep. But Sidell obviously does a good job wrestling out of it, and then gets into his own attack from here. I think Jax at some point's got to let go of that headlock now.
Yeah, dude. Where's Sidell wrestling in college? Because he's so good. I heard like he might be going to Lehigh. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he's very good.
Yeah.
Now they're wrestling on the edge. Jack's just looking to use the edge to his advantage, keep that far ankle.
Sidell turns in. Oh, match of the tournament. I don't even have,
I thought it ended 7-. Oh, there it is. Okay.
he just had to do something at
Yeah.
the end and go for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great match.
And then to end this podcast, we have some great Bo Bassett action. This is Bo keeping the pressure on, fakes, snaps, go behinds, cut into the tie.
Fake snap, go behind, cut into the tie. That sounds like Bo.
Yep. And then machine gun mindset, boom, fake, snap, shot, pull him back in, get the
Stay on the
takedown,
head.
immediately looking to score more points. He's already thinking about how he's going to cut him.
Oh, my video is delayed a little bit right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's starting to get a little choppy, so maybe we end it there.
All right. Well, this is the last move anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, pace, pressure, attacks. If you want to learn more about that, Bo Bassett has an instructional on Ocean. It's awesome. It will definitely make you better at neutral wrestling. He also has a tilts instructional on there. So if you want to score a lot of points, machine gun mindset, definitely check that out.
Also, guys, our app right now is live on the App Store. If you have an iPhone or Apple device, check us out. It's Athletes Ocean. You can download it and access all of your instructionals right on the app. So don't leave this podcast. Pause it right now. Go download the app. Come back and tell us you did it, and we might like your message or something. Don't
Sounds
forget
good.
to subscribe to our YouTube and keep enjoying more podcasts and video technique breakdowns like this.
Absolutely. Stay tuned right here. Go check us out on the App Store, and we'll see you next time.
All
See
right.
you guys.
See you guys.